Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are headed to Lancaster, England for the next leg of the tour. On the way we got caught in a huge rainstorm and it was pretty terrifying, especially for someone like me who, first of all, is not used to driving on the right side of the road, and secondly, not used to driving a big tour van. So it's pretty safe to say I was really excited when we landed safely in Lancaster. When we arrived at our venue, the Gregson Community and Arts Center, we were a bit early to get into the space, so we each ordered a warm drink. For me, that was a cappuccino with oat milk. The venue is actually so cool because it's a main local spot. By day, it's a cafe and community center, and by night, it's a pub. My little tech booth was actually the community space's bar, and right behind the door was the main bar. By the end of our show, I could hear British folk music playing, and the staff would come in and out periodically for more glasses or more liquor. It was such a vibe, and I actually was so happy because it felt like I was in a movie or something. And honestly, part of me wanted to just join the little pub party going on because it sounded so much fun. So once again, our accommodations were staying with friends of our producer, and it was such a lovely time, and it's the second place in a row where I had homemade marmalade, and I definitely grew to love it on this trip. This is our accommodations cat. I don't know her name, I forget. But then we arrived in Stratford, and our first port of call was the Dirty Duck pub. This is a pretty famous pub to the actor community because it's very close to the Royal Shakespeare Company. So a lot of the cast would go to this pub after a show or after rehearsal and stuff like that. There's a huge list of actors who have frequented this pub, but two of my favorites are Judi Dench and Helen Mirren. And just walking in a space where they've been is pretty cool. And this pub was so nice. Like, the atmosphere was nice, the vibe was nice. You can bring your dogs, which just adds to the cozy effect. And I wanted so many things on the menu. But what I ended up getting was a vegan butternut squash tart, which was really, really good. And my friend got the risotto, which looked really nice as well. So here's the Actors Bar, which has a bunch of actors' photos who have been to this pub, and I guess it's like the section of the pub where actors used to hang out. I'm not really sure, but it's pretty cool. So after our lunch, we had about 20 minutes to just like wander around and see the town before rehearsal started. So here is the Royal Shakespeare Company, and I've actually never seen a play here, but both times I've been to Stratford, I really haven't had a chance to. So hopefully one day I will get to go and see a play. And here is part of the famous River Avon. Sadly, because it was raining, there were no swans anywhere in sight. But we had some pigeons. Then we made our way to the High Street, and this has like some little tea rooms and some touristy places, and also the famous Shakespeare's house. Shakespeare's birthplace, rather. we arrived at our venue, the Bear Pit Theater, and we loaded in our props and rehearsed a few scenes as well as set up the lighting and sound. A few hours later, it was our dinner break, and I went out again to see the area, and this time in the post-rain sunshine, which I guess is still a little gray, but to me it seems a bit more dreamy. After our performance, we headed to actor friends of our producer's house for the night and were greeted with a delicious spaghetti bolognese for our after-show treat. Then in the morning, we saw their beautiful garden and orchards before sadly saying goodbye because honestly we didn't want to leave. We loved them so much. And then we headed to Cardiff, which I'll show you in my next video. Thanks for watching!